The Gundam Expo 2020 just happened. Literally. It's probably still going on. The only thing I know is if you were lucky enough to live in Japan and go, you could have got the RG Neo Zeong early. Neo Zeong, however you say it. And a couple of YouTube channels have already started posting about it. And I'm sitting here like, Jesus Christ. They got it like 2 months. It doesn't come out until January for the rest of us, even if you order from Japan. So let's get into this. I don't know. It's like I'm looking at this stuff and all I feel is like depression and resentment. First, Asus releases, those Gundam themed computer parts, dude. Like a whole RX-78 setup with the 3090 or Char, Zaku. Like, dude, the graphics card for $2,500. Screw it. No. There's no way I can get one of these. I know I didn't talk about the Bandai suit folding container. They spelled white base with a C. It's to be expected. I mean, the Japanese. You know how many things I pronounce wrong in Japanese? I really don't care. I will buy it tomorrow, even if it said white base with a C. Would not affect me one bit. Usually people are like, oh, they're. But you say like Mikazuki or Barbados wrong. Ugh. You said it wrong, you pleb. Yeah, I don't speak it in Japanese. So anyway, they showed off the RG new Gundam.
And bam, put it in my ass.
Saw it coming. I mean, not really a surprise here. Once the new Gundam came out in the RG line, we all knew the high new was coming. It's like an inevitability. The Master Grade Barbados came out. We all know the Lupus Rex is coming and every other every other Iron Blood Gundam frame is coming. So now I'm not even going to look at the original one, like the prototype. It's all sort of like opaque white. I don't care to see it. Here's the computer generated version and it does look sick. It looks better than the Master Grade. That's kind of why I also don't like the RG line. It's like they saw everything that was wrong with the MG and they fix it for the RG. And it's like, I don't know, why not an MG 2.0 for those of us who don't like losing tiny parts? Guys like me. But this should be about the size of a 1/100 scale wing Master Grade, so can't really complain. Thank God for that. And I should have done this earlier, but I was hanging out with a woman and listening to her cry about her life. So that really threw off my my video editing. I can't take it. Oh! It's like, could you wrap it up? I have to do videos about tiny plastic robots. I have priorities, madam. The HGUC Nightingale is coming out. Looks pretty good. You know what? I might buy it. It's a might. I mean, the Nightingale's pretty big, so I don't have to worry about this kit being tiny. So it's a good thing. I'll give it that. The coloring, not bad. It's weird. Okay, maybe it's just like the 3D version. You can't tell that the sign for Char is not protruding out of the plastic. Whatever, Looks all right. Maybe I could paint it up. Who knows what I can do this thing. I'll keep it on the maybe list. Yep, it's the Gundam Mark IV. Thank you, Gunpla Expo website. I was looking at Taobao and I can't read this. The Gundam Mark IV, I'm indifferent towards it. It's nice to see something different in the sense of, not the standardized Gundam you'd expect to see. I would have preferred the one Banaji was using in Gundam NT. I think it's called a Silver Bolt or something. Would have preferred that, but I got a resin kit for it, so whatever. No big whoop. Interesting. It's something different. That's good. I'd like to see, this has nothing to do with this because I should be focusing on that. Bandai. More Zeong kits. If we could get like an MG Guro Zulu, I wouldn't mind that. And that's something I think would be cool to have. I don't know why it doesn't exist yet. But whatever, maybe in due time. But I don't want to wait 10 years for one kit. You know what I'm saying? The MG Virtue from Gundam 00. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know much about it. I'm pretty sure that armor comes off and it like has hair, doesn't it? Or am I thinking of a different 00 Gundam? I haven't got a clue. I never really cared to watch 00. Oh wait, the HGUC Kasi Gundam. This was one of the Mechanicore kits I wanted, but it's so hyper rare, you can't get it. It's like damn near impossible. It's interesting to see an HGUC kit of it. It's not bad. I mean, for an HGUC kit, it looks good for a high grade. It does look good for a high grade. Genuinely, this is probably something else I'll buy. I'm not joking around. I actually like this design. For some reason, it appealed to me. I don't know why. It's just too bad it's, a high grade. But if they made this a master grade, it would be almost as big as a perfect grade. Which doesn't make sense that they wouldn't do it. Because if it's going to be almost as big as a perfect grade, then so what, It's like you release perfect grades anyway. What's the wrong with a master grade that's almost as big as a perfect grade? I'd buy it. I would buy it without a hesitation. None whatsoever. But that's Bandai for you. They'll probably see how big Hathaway's Flash does, and I hope it does well. Because if Hathaway's Flash does well, then they'll probably do master grades from the line, which I would very much like. They also have the Penelope versus the HG Gundam Special Edition kit. This is probably going to be P Bandai. I do like the effects. I'm glad that Bandai is starting to realize people want effect parts for the kits. But it's $170. But then again, if I were getting a master grade HG Gundam, I'm pretty sure it would be at least $170. So why am I even questioning this? There's a shot I might just buy that special edition because it's going to be rare. They're going to put it out and it probably won't happen again for a long time. And then, Scalper's going to be selling it on eBay for like $500. The Dome 2.0. I'm sorry, that's wishful thinking. The MG Dome 1.5, we should call it. Because that's pretty much what it is. It has the same master grade hands as the Sasabi. So those are the good articulate hands. It's probably the best ones Bandai did. It's really just a refresh. And I'm not going to have an issue with this. I'll buy this. I have no problem with a refresh of this. Something a little bit more updated, better posability. Not by much. It's a dome. But, probably better nub placement, better plastic, slightly better inner frame bits, whatever. I'd take it. Maybe I'll get 3 and make them the Black TriStar team. Who knows? The Gundam Seed Calamity Gundam. Don't know anything about it. Because I did not like Gundam Seed. Even when it was airing in America, I watched a little bit. I was like, no, this isn't for me. This is no replacement for Wing, even when I was a kid. With Jesus Yamato. The guy who, no. I might try and watch it again, but genuinely, no. Decent design, I guess. It doesn't appeal to me too much because I don't have a connection to Seed. Only a handful of Seed suits I thought looked cool, and this isn't really one of them. But, good to see it coming. Okay, this is the latest MG. Okay, so it's good. It's at least an MG before. They just said 1/100 in Taobao. They didn't tell you, or whatever this thing is called. Dengeki Hobby. Sorry, I got Taobao on my mind. There's another 1/100 Freedom Gundam. Let's see if there's any talk about this on the official Bandai page. Well, the hands don't look too articulate, so I don't know what to make of it, to be honest with you. Forgive me if I sound tired. Is this another Seed kit? Looks like a Zaku. Wasn't it Seed that had the Zakus? I can't remember. I really do not remember. Yeah, I think it was Seed. Well, good, I guess. If you're into this, I don't even know what this one is called. The Zaf Mobile Suit Gundam. A Mobile Suit Jin. Okay. Whoopee, I guess. Probably people are pissed off. He doesn't care about Seed. What an asshole. The real grade Wing Gundam actually looks legit. Once again, Bandai makes the real grade cooler than the master grade. I cannot stand it. Why do you do this, Bandai?
Wrong.
Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you.
I do not want to collect RGs, dude. And I'm not going to lie that it's cool, even though, my love for Wing has diminished substantially over the years. There's no way that I can look at this and go, it doesn't look good. It's probably the best Wing Gundam I've seen. That is tight. What is it, spring of 2021? TV version of the Deathsyth. And it's an HG. It looks good, though. You know what? Back in the day, back when I got into Gunpla, long time ago, when Wing was still on television. The HG line was actually 1/100 scale, and it did not look this good. Like, this is 1/144th, and it's so superior to the Deathsyth I had back then. Too bad it's not like a Master Grade or an RG. This should have been an RG2 at the least. If you're gonna make a Wing Gundam, you should have made the Deathsyth and RG. Come on, do Duo better than this. Did you know Duo was originally intended to be the main character of Gundam Wing, but for some reason they pivot switched to like the emotionless hero Yui? You know? Whatever. Whatever. We're not going to get into that right now. The HG Zaku 2 that looks like an anime style. Looks good. Looks like the animated TV show style, I should say. I got nothing negative to say about it. It is a Zaku. Looks good. And that's all I can say. The HG JaggerL. It looks like a GM. I don't know what series it's from, to be honest with you. Oh, Mobile Suit C Destiny. We got some real world photos of the PG Unleashed RX-78. And yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. It's true to what the 3D renders look like, so nothing to complain about there. There's also the application will start soon. Okay, so you can pre-order the clear color exterior parts that can be attached to the Gundam. Enjoy the material structure. 4,900 yen. So it's like 45 to 47 bucks off the top of my head. Not bad. I mean, the clear color for this would be something cool, especially if you paint the entire inner frame to show off the beauty of the machine. So, cool beans. I mean, obviously it was coming. There's no way Bandai wasn't going to do that. It's like leaving money on the table. I'm not going to bother with any of the SD kits because I don't care about SD kits. I'm not going to lie to you. Anything I don't care about, I don't bother with. The F90 number 2, the Purple Rain version. Got nothing to say other than, you know, the F90 is already a beautiful master grade in my opinion. I love the design of the F90. Too bad it's small. I have one sitting in the other room. I was going to paint it and do a review of it, and then life got in the way and other kits got in the way. It's something I regret. Maybe I should like just try and knock it out quickly. Everybody else speed builds these days. Basically, it's a color swap. If you don't paint and you like the look of this, it's fantastic. It's still P Bandai, so really, I don't know what to say. In the sense of, I was going to go, well, you could always paint it to be blah, 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 but it's also P Bandai. The F90's P Bandai, F90 Unit 2's P Bandai. So, yeah, any way you slice it, it'll be tough to get a hold of for some people. The MG F90 Missile Pack, Jupiter Battle Specifications. Yeah. Don't really care about most of the mission packs. I'm not going to lie to you. They don't interest me that much. I think this is the Gundam Geminis. I don't even know what this is from. It's still in the development phase because it's all gray. So I can't really make any assessments. I don't know anything about the kit. The Real Experience auto-transforming Unicorn Gundam that they showed off way back, like last year. We finally have some more detailed photos of it, but not of it moving or doing anything. Wait, what? Really? Dude, that's lame. So only the head transforms, but the chest doesn't. So it's like the chest is always in unicorn mode. I mean, it's always in destroyer mode. It doesn't go into unicorn mode. How much is this? Price undecided. I'm sure it's going to be expensive. And frankly, it does nothing but like transform. The least he could have done was a transforming chest. That's my opinion. Call me crazy. Pale Rider. I love Pale Rider mobile suits. I hate that they're all HGs. Gundam Base. Limited edition unicorn MGEX with different stickers on it. I think it was, you know, the statue of the unicorn that used to be in front of the Gundam Base. Pretty much this is it. It's this, it's a waterside decal swap. That's it. So unless like you really love the Gundam Base unicorn decals, there you go, I guess. I don't know what to make of this. This almost seems to me stupid. Yeah, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just saying it's stupid. Like, literally, Bandai could have just sold you the water slides. Hell, Bandai could have been cool and put the water slides in the boxes and be like, choose your version. This to me feels kind of like a pointless rehash. And so soon after it just launched, like, whoa, did you like the MGEX? Yes, I did, Papa Bandai. Would you like to have the same kit? We've changed it. Oh, really? What did you do? We added water slides that are different. Okay. Pretty soon you're going to have like the Banshee's going to come out. There's going to be the MGEX Banshee. There's going to MGEX Phoenix. There's going to be, is there any more I'm missing? The MGEX Perfectibility. Mark my words. MGEX Unicorn is not done. It's just getting started, sadly. And knowing our luck, they'll release different versions of those kits with different water slides. The Master Grade 1100 Gundam-based Limited RX 782 Perfect Gundam version anime colors. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Didn't this already get released? They just made a minor tweak. Gundam Factory Yokohama Gundam. All right. 148 bust model. Does it? It's just a bust model, huh? Oh, it lights up at least. So there's that. I feel like Bandai's really like kind of starting to milk the art, the LED thing. They're like, Gundam modelers are doing a lot of LEDs. What if we put LEDs on our kits and then sell them? Surprisingly, I didn't talk about this when the news dropped because, I don't know, I must have been heavily editing on my main channel. So that's probably what's going on in painting for this one. Very little time to goof around looking at stuff. But Tamashii Nations finally showed off the metal structure Sasabi, which most of us knew was coming. Most of us knew. I remember Dave's World even talking about it. Honestly, getting a look at the thing, it looks a bit more bug-like, in my opinion, from Tamashii Nations than I'm used to seeing it. But overall, still looks good. It's the only way you're getting a 1/60 of scale Sasabi officially, that's for sure. That I know of. And frankly, the other methods of getting a 1/60 scale Sasabi require you to be on the level of a professional painter, because those resin kits that are made for this scale are not for the faint of heart or the lacking of skill. Personal opinion, looks decent, you know. I hope I can get my hands on one. I'm hearing rumors about how it will be distributed. It's not going to be easy from what I'm told. I don't know if I'm allowed to say too much. And overall, there's not much meat to this bone, so I could add it to the main video. I don't know. It's like there's not much photos I can go on. Not many at all. It's like 5. Hopefully it comes out soon. I guess we won't know till they do like an announcement video. Then you'll have to wait like a day or two to rush to pre-order it, because if you don't, scalpers are going to get their hands on this. They're going to order in bulk. It's going to be just like the PlayStation 5 all over again. And I spent the last week trying to get one while bot networks just shut me down repeatedly. But I will say it was easier to pre-order new Gundam than it was to get a PlayStation 5. So I don't know what to make of it. This is on my radar. Ultimately, my disappointment is it's not going to be a PG Unleashed. I hope Bandai's Unleashed PGs continue, and I hope they do some stuff that's wild. I want to see a Kshatriya. I want to see Sinanju. I want to see Sasabi. I want to see new Gundam. I wouldn't mind a PG Unleashed Jesta. Think about it. Wouldn't that be like crazy? A PG Unleashed GM. But, you know, most likely the next PG Unleashed would be a Zaku. This has nothing to do with the Sasabi itself. Looking forward to it, nonetheless, even if I find the design a bit odd from these photos. But I won't know till I have one in my hands, hopefully. Let's go.